Good evening, and welcome. Tonight you find yourself by the water's edge, where a quiet harbor rests beneath the fading light of the evening sky. The day is slowly drawing to a close, and everything around you seems to be settling into a softer, gentler rhythm. The air is cool, but not cold, carrying with it the faint, familiar scent of salt and sea. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear the low, rhythmic movement of water brushing against the harbor walls, steady and unhurried. Now and then, the distant call of a seabird drifts across the open space, lingering briefly before fading into the stillness. You stand for a moment, taking it all in. Ahead of you, the ferry waits quietly at the dock, its lights already glowing warm against the deepening blue of the evening. Reflections ripple across the dark surface of the water, stretching and softening with each gentle movement of the tide. There is no rush here, only a calm sense of departure and the quiet promise of a journey that will unfold slowly at its own unhurried pace. You begin to walk toward the ferry, your footsteps soft against the ground as the last light of day slips gently into night. As you draw closer to the ferry, the quiet details of the harbor begin to shift into something more enclosed, more sheltered. The sounds of open water soften, replaced by the gentle creak of ropes and the faint hum of the vessel waiting patiently at the dock. A narrow boarding ramp stretches out before you, its surface steady beneath your feet as you step forward. There is a slight echo to each footstep now, a soft, hollow rhythm that blends easily with the calm atmosphere of the evening. At the entrance, a crew member offers a small, friendly nod as your ticket is checked. There is no need for many words. Everything here moves with an easy, practiced simplicity. Stepping inside, you are met with a quiet warmth. The lighting is soft and golden, a gentle contrast to the deepening blue outside. The air feels still, comfortable, carrying only the faintest hint of polished wood and clean linen. Somewhere deeper within the ship, you can already sense the low, steady hum of the engines, not yet moving, but ready. You pause for a moment just inside, allowing yourself to settle into this new space. Behind you, the outside world begins to fade, while ahead of you, the ferry opens into a calm and quiet interior, waiting to be explored at your own unhurried pace. You make your way through the ferry's corridors, each step cushioned by the soft carpet beneath your feet. The walls are lined with warm, muted tones, and gentle lights hang above, casting a golden glow that make every corner feel quiet and safe. There is no hurry here, just the slow, steady rhythm of a ship preparing for its night-long journey. Finally, you reach your cabin. It is small but inviting, a private space of calm waiting just for you. The door swings open easily, revealing a neatly made bed, soft linens, and a small window looking out toward the dark water. You step inside, feeling the sense of ownership that comes with this little sanctuary. Everything is arranged just so, and for a moment you pause to take it all in. You place your belongings gently on the small shelf and take a slow, deep breath. The faint scent of the ocean drifts in through a crack near the window, mingling with the soft warmth of the cabin. Outside, the ferry's engines murmur softly, a comforting, unchanging sound that seems to echo through the hull. You sit on the edge of the bed, letting your hands rest on the crisp sheets. Your gaze drifts to the window, where the water stretches into darkness, calm and infinite. Each small wave catches the faint glow of the ship's lights, twinkling softly and then fading like stars reflected on the surface. Slowly, you begin to feel the day's tensions easing. The quiet, the gentle hum, the soft light, it all works together, wrapping you in a sense of peace. You are ready to linger here, to let the ferry carry you into the night.
After a moment of quiet in your cabin, you decide to step out onto one of the ferry's upper decks. The door opens with a soft hiss, and a cool breeze greets you immediately, brushing against your cheeks and carrying the clean, briny scent of the sea. The night sky stretches endlessly above, a deep velvety blue, dotted with distant stars that twinkle faintly over the calm water. Your footsteps are muted against the damp wooden deck, each tap blending with the gentle lapping of waves against the hull. The ferry moves steadily, the low, constant thrum of the engines beneath your feet offering a subtle rhythm that is both grounding and soothing. You walk slowly along the railing, pausing to lean against it lightly. Below, the water glimmers with reflections of the ship's lights, stretching and shifting as the ferry glides forward. In the distance, the faint outline of the opposite coastline is just visible, softened by the darkness and the slight mist that hangs over the water. Everywhere around you, the world feels hushed. The occasional distant call of a seabird drifts across the night air, but it is brief, quickly absorbed into the calm. Your breath comes slowly, deliberately, in time with the gentle movement of the ship. You notice the faint scent of salt mingling with a hint of warmth from the wooden deck under your hands. The night air carries a subtle promise of rest and stillness, inviting you to linger here, to simply be, as the ferry carries you across the smooth, endless water. For a long moment, you simply stand there, watching the dark waves and the stars above, allowing yourself to settle into the quiet, knowing that the gentle journey has only just begun. After some time on the deck, you decide to retreat to the interior, seeking a slightly warmer space while still keeping close to the gentle rhythm of the ship. You walk down a quiet corridor and notice a faint vibration beneath your feet, a subtle, reassuring pulse that seems to come from the engine room below. Curious, you pause near a small observation window that looks out onto the heart of the ship. Through the glass, you can see the machinery moving with slow precision, each gear and piston working in perfect harmony. The low hum is constant and steady, almost like a lullaby. It is not loud or intrusive, rather it is deep and calming, a subtle reminder of the ferry's steady progress across the dark water. You take a slow, deliberate breath and let your fingers brush along the cool metal railing nearby. The vibrations resonate faintly through your fingertips, grounding you in the present moment. The rhythmic pulse of the engines mirror the natural rhythm of your body, the rise and fall of your chest, the slow stretch of your limbs, the quiet beat of your heart. For a few moments, you allow yourself to simply stand there, watching, listening, and feeling the ship's heart beneath you. The world outside has grown quieter now, the night deepening, and inside, everything feels contained, protected, and serene. The gentle murmur of the engines, combined with the soft echo of your own breath, slowly begins to lull your mind into a calm state. You realize that even though the ferry is moving through the night, its motion is not hurried, not abrupt. It flows with ease, as if time itself has slowed to match the gentle rhythm of the voyage. Finally, you step away from the window, carrying with you the comforting resonance of the engines, ready to explore the ship a little more before retreating fully to your cabin.
Continuing your gentle exploration, you wander toward the ferry's lounge. The space is dimly lit, with soft amber lights casting a warm glow across comfortable chairs and low tables. The scent of polished wood and faintly brewed tea drifts through the air, mingling subtly with the saltiness that has followed you from the deck. A few other passengers are scattered throughout the room, each absorbed in their own quiet routines. Some sit reading, the faint rustle of pages blending seamlessly with the hum of the ship. Others gaze out the lounge's large windows, watching the dark water move slowly past,
their expressions calm, unhurried. You notice the gentle swish of the waves against the hull, their rhythm almost musical in its steadiness. You settle into an armchair near a window, allowing yourself to sink into its softness. The ferry moves steadily forward, and the low vibration beneath your seat is comforting, a subtle reminder of the journey's continuity. Outside, the faint gleam of starlight glimmers across the water, stretching endlessly, undisturbed by the night. A soft murmur drifts through the room from a distant conversation, but it is delicate, unobtrusive, almost like a part of the gentle ambiance. The atmosphere feels intimate, a shared sense of stillness among strangers, all carried quietly together across the sea. You reach for a cup of tea, its warmth seeping into your hands, and take a slow, deliberate sip. The flavor is mild, soothing, and blends perfectly with the calm environment around you. Each breath becomes slower, each heartbeat quieter, as the ferry glides silently into the night. Here, in this serene lounge, you feel the steady reassurance of the journey, the soft rhythm of the engines, and the endless calm of the sea, combining to ease your mind into a state of gentle, reflective peace.
After a while, you feel drawn once more to the open air, so you make your way back to the deck. The night has deepened, and the world beyond the ferry feels vast and infinite. Above, the stars are brighter now, scattered generously across the dark sky, and the moon hangs low, casting a soft silver path across the calm, dark water. You step carefully along the deck, the wooden planks cool beneath your feet, and pause at the railing. The water stretches endlessly in every direction, smooth and quiet, broken only by the faint rippling wake of the ship. The gentle breeze brushes past your face, carrying a hint of salt and the whisper of the sea. There is a profound stillness here. The occasional distant light from another vessel or a faint twinkle along the coastline is a gentle reminder of the wider world, but otherwise the darkness is uninterrupted. Your eyes adjust to the night, and every movement of the ferry, every tiny undulation of the waves, feels like part of a slow, continuous dance. You lean nightly against the railing, letting the serenity settle into your chest. The faint hum of the engines blends seamlessly with the sound of your own calm breathing. You close your eyes briefly, letting the cool air and subtle motion of the ship soothe your mind. Opening them again, you trace the line where the moonlight meets the water, letting your thoughts drift lazily. There is nothing urgent here, no rush, just the steady passage of the ferry, the soft murmur of the sea, and the expansive quiet of the night. For a long time you simply stand there, present and unhurried, feeling the gentle rocking of the ship and the vast, peaceful night surrounding you. Eventually, you decide it is time to return to your cabin. The corridor is empty, dimly lit by soft yellow lights that cast a warm glow along the walls. Your footsteps are muted against the carpet, and the faint vibration of the engines beneath your feet continues, steady and reassuring. Opening the door to your small cabin, you are greeted by the familiar, cozy space. The cabin is neat, with the soft bedding arranged just so, and the gentle hum of the ship fills the room with a quiet rhythm. You drop your bag onto the floor and slide the window open slightly, letting in the cool night air and the subtle scent of the sea. Sitting on the edge of your bed, you take a deep breath and listen. Outside, the water moves silently past, reflecting the faint light of the stars and the ship's gentle illumination. A
Occasionally, the sound of a distant horn drifts across the water, soft and low, blending perfectly with the ferry's own steady pulse. You pull the duvet close around your shoulders, feeling its warmth, and close your eyes for a moment, allowing the gentle rocking of the ship to ease your mind. The cabin feels like a tiny sanctuary, a space perfectly suited for rest amidst the vast open sea. You let your mind wander freely, following the soft rhythm of the ferry. Each movement, each whisper of the water against the hull lulls your thoughts into a calm, gentle cadence. Time feels suspended here. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, nothing to worry about. Finally, as the engines hum steadily beneath you and the night continues its quiet, unhurried passage, you allow yourself to lie back fully, sinking into the softness of the bed. The ferry, the sea, and the night all conspire together, guiding you gently toward the first moments of sleep.
Before fully settling in, you rise once more to peek through the small porthole. Outside, the water glimmers faintly under the silver moonlight, each ripple catching and reflecting the glow like tiny dancing sparks. The ferry's soft motion rocks the light gently, as if the sea itself is performing a quiet, endless lullaby just for you. You trace the horizon with your eyes, noting how the distant line blurs between water and sky. Everything feels vast, yet intimate. The gentle sway of the ship, the whisper of waves brushing the hull, and the muffled, steady hum of engines below. The darkness outside is not empty. It is full of subtle motion, tiny shifts of light and shadow, a slow and rhythmic world that moves in perfect harmony with your breathing. Leaning closer to the glass, you notice the faint outline of distant lights along the coastline, soft glimmers that seem almost like tiny lanterns waiting to guide the way. The sea is calm tonight, and the ferry's journey across it feels almost suspended, as though the world itself has paused to allow this quiet moment of reflection. You let your fingers lightly touch the cold glass, feeling the faint tremor of the ship beneath you, and inhale deeply. The fresh, salty air seeps into your lungs, relaxing your chest and shoulders. Each breath aligns perfectly with the gentle motion of the ferry, and for a few moments you feel as though you are not moving through the sea at all, but floating in a suspended bubble of calm. Turning away, you allow your mind to drift, carrying the serenity of the moonlit water, the subtle motion of the ship, and the hushed intimacy of the night back into the warmth of your cabin. Sleep feels not far off. It is already beginning to sweep over you like a slow, inevitable tide. You finally settle back into your bed, allowing the duvet to cocoon you completely. The soft bedding holds you snugly, and the gentle sway of the ferry beneath you feels like a tender, endless lullaby. Outside, the water continues its slow, silvered rhythm, and the hum of the engines beneath the hull merges with your own steady heartbeat, creating a seamless symphony of calm. The cabin is dim and quiet, with only the faint glow from the small reading light fading softly against the walls. You close your eyes and focus on the small, consistent movements around you, the gentle rocking of the ferry, the whisper of water along the hull, the far-off occasional chime of a bell or distant horn. Each sound is a thread, weaving together a blanket of serenity around your mind and body. As you breathe slowly and deliberately, your thoughts begin to blur and soften.
The details of the deck, the lounge, the night sky, the distant coastline, all melt into a gentle haze of comfort and familiarity. There is nothing to rush, no tasks waiting, no distractions, only the night, the ferry, and this quiet moment of perfect stillness. Your body sinks deeper into the mattress, every muscle releasing tension you didn't even realize you were holding. The gentle rhythm of the ship matches the natural rise and fall of your chest. The warmth of the duvet, the soft vibration beneath you, and the vast calm outside all combine to create a sense of absolute safety and ease. Finally, you feel the day dissolve entirely. The ferry glides steadily through the night, and as your mind drifts towards sleep, the last conscious thought is one of quiet gratitude. You are carried across the calm sea, wrapped in gentle motion, drifting effortlessly into a deep restorative sleep. Hours pass in a haze of calm and gentle rocking. Outside, the night remains quiet, but slowly, imperceptibly, the first hints of dawn begin to touch the horizon. A faint glow brushes the water, soft and silvery at first, then gradually warming to a gentle peach and lavender. The ferry continues its steady journey, slicing through the calm sea, every movement slow and assured. Inside your cabin, you remain cocooned in the soft duvet, breathing in rhythm with the quiet motion of the ship. The night has fully carried you away, and yet a gentle awareness of the changing light reaches your mind. Through the porthole, the water seems almost alive with subtle color shifts, reflecting the soft hues of the early morning sky. You stretch slightly beneath the covers, still wrapped in warmth, and let the serenity of the moment fill every corner of your body. Each breath is slower, more deliberate, carrying the salt-kissed calm of the sea into your chest and lungs. The engines hum a soft, reassuring tune beneath you, a steady rhythm that mirrors the rising sun outside. The ferry glides on, the sea untroubled, the horizon soft and inviting. Time feels suspended here, as though the world has slowed just for you. You lie back, eyes closing again, feeling perfectly safe, utterly calm, and completely at ease. Soon the light of dawn will fully awaken the day, but for now the ferry, the sea, and the soft morning glow wrap around you like a blanket. Sleep remains deep, unbroken and soothing, carrying you effortlessly toward the day ahead, refreshed and calm, as the world begins to stir gently outside.